Yeah. So retreat events, I as I personally see, is something life coaches can do, healers can do, even business coaches can do, like me. But I see a huge potential in what life coaches can do in these retreats, and even the health niche also is a amazing space where you can create events. And retreat is something, no, very dynamic kind of an event where you can create your own mix of experiences that you want to have, or you want to give to people, your audience or your community. So let me first understand what kind of retreat experience have you been through, so that I can know talk from that perspective. So one question for all of you is, what kind of retreats have you attended, and how was it for you? You can even share that. And when it comes to your own retreat events, do you have something in your mind like, I want to do it this way or that way? So I just want to understand what is there in, no, with you. So you can unmute and share or raise your hands, whatever works, so that I will give you opportunity to share. So one question number one, retreats, if you have attended, how was it? And second, what do you plan to offer if you have to host one? So just to understand. Yeah, Meena.
Before that LPCC, I was the part of the one of the trainer group,
Hmm.
right? So what they do, they call all the trainers for 2 days event and locally in Delhi only. And they plan like some 10 minutes talk on
Okay.
their topics. And
Hmm.
most of the trainers and HR professionals were the part of that group,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So they just call them and they all share their whatever the knowledge or training they have, topics they have. 10 minutes talk and almost 5 to 6 session, and at the in the evening some chit chat and gala type party side dance and song and meeting each other, understanding each other. So I attended that along with my daughter because that time she was in HR and I'm also into training. So we attended both together one of the event, and she was very much fascinated कि हाँ यहाँ से मुझे बहुत सारा relationship with the HRs I will get. So in future, क्या senior HRs also was there the part of that. So she felt that ki, yes, if any opportunity in future, if I'm working in HR and any company, any senior leadership is there, so might be I get the opportunity to work with them even. And any consultation is required, so that is one of the part where we have मतलब, she thought of. And
Okay.
I think this is the one way I have attended the first program, and after that to LPCC, to yes, we are attending.
Hmm.
There is one event more, which it is not a, you can say it's a, matlab, this type of retreat. They
Hmm.
are giving the platform for the people who are there is a 1 day program from morning to evening or 7, 8 o'clock, where those are the speakers, they can come and deliver their speeches even. These type of events I have attended and I was a part of that.
Okay. Fine. Got it. So, Preeti, what's your experience of retreats?
Yeah, hi. I have our LPCC experience of retreat, and I
Hmm.
just loved this. का नाम क्या है? Praveen session.
Okay.
Praveen session in the sense, like he did that painting, connecting the dots. It's imbibed in my mind, and I want to give that experience because I have tried on some working professionals, and they all enjoyed that. So whatever we did, all those things I had tried on these working professionals when I'm taking the sessions, little on one particular date. I do that. So that connecting the dots means playing with colors. Yes, there can be some modification in that, and that blindfold music dance, that
Hmm.
is one of my favorite one.
Hmm.
That also I tried here, and that will be very useful for the leaders, for the managers, for the CXOs, for the CEOs, those higher level people, especially. This is what I feel, and I would love to organize one such. And in that, yes, one part, if I get 3 hours, then 3 activities I'll be planning. If I get 4 hours, I'll be planning one talent acquisition, because they are the one who are giving platform to others, but they don't come up in front of others. Maybe they might be thinking it's not right to be performing in front of employees, or whatever maybe the thing,
Mhm.
kind of their leadership style, maybe because of that. So I want that they have to learn, or they need to explore more than learning, to explore and to bring their inner child out, and to be the next big transforming person, rejuvenating totally.
Great, great.
This is what my imagination of retreat.
Wonderful. So thank you for sharing. Saroj is typing in the chat. She never attended. Rupali says she has attended and she wants to host one with nature's retreat, and give leadership lessons. So fair enough. Like, you have some idea of retreat, what you want to do and what you have attended. And today I'm going to share on how you can plan this. What are the foundation layer? What are things you need to really construct an idea of a retreat? And definitely it's a profitable one. So that what we are trying to do is create another business model or a service inside your coaching that can give you income. So that is what I'm trying to teach you through retreats. Okay. It's not just an investment or a networking activity, or not just one travel, one reason to travel. It is about getting clients. It is about doing what you love to do, and at the same time making income. Okay, so that's the perspective. Great. So if you like, as we are doing this, you can type it in the chat what you have to say, or discuss around. So I have attended many programs, like you also, like many different levels, like volume wise, small number wise, workshop wise, corporate trainings. We have done a lot of training and development, I'm for sure, because that's the reason we are here as coaches and trainers. But when it comes to designing your own event, as I work with you from the beginning, when it comes to designing your own coaching programs, I always advocate bring your core values into your services and programs. So even the retreat program will be also on foundationally around your core values, or the problem or the niche that you are helping. Okay, so let me share the screen and show you some of the trends. Like, so I'm talking at a global level. So the program that I did in the weekend on retreat training is like people who have done thousands, 30 years in this business. So you can imagine how many retreats they have done. So they are kind of the top in the industry, and they have come up with this guidelines on how to, and they really train retreat leaders, facilitators, to how to do this. So first I'm starting with the trending topics, or you can make notes if you want to see like what you would like to pick, or have an idea of like what you want to deliver for your community. So these are the some travel trends, and some of the words I really don't know myself. Okay, slow travel means like going by train, like rather traveling fast, taking a trip little slowly. So that is another way of enjoying travel. So that is what slow travel means. Culinary travel means more about exploring food and geographies. And there are some other, like one of the ones that they highlighted was a menopause retreat, because there is a huge population at this place, this at this stage of life, who needs a reinvention in their life. So yeah, health, longevity, immersive and outdoor wellness. So these are some of the things that they have picked like what people are preferring globally. Now, these are some global examples that they have picked, they have studied and researched. Now, considering what you have seen, and you don't have to really follow what is trending, but definitely you can offer something what you are good at. Okay. So let's say my first retreat that I offered was around a beach. It was a beach resort. So I picked up that location very consciously because I wanted that beach environment in the retreat experience. Like choosing a property, choosing a location is also a big deal. Like what is the theme of that, a retreat? So think around that. So as Rupali said, no, she wants to do it with nature. So whether it's going to be green, blue, right? So think of those colors and environments where you want to do this kind of retreat. So retreat, again, the number of people you can have is less than 20. 20 is a good number, but still is a full size. You can have retreats for 5 people also. Very, very small. 10, 15, 20. It's a small group, traveling together for 2 days, 1 day, 3 day, however it is. So that is what it's a retreat. And the retreat is designed in a way like it is a journey. From the start till the end, it is a journey of experience, self-discovery, learning, rejuvenation, whatever are your takeaways in that, uh, retreat. So let me know in the chat, as you see, thinking about the theme, location, what is coming to your mind if you have to host one? And as I said, retreat is a very good opportunity for life coaches and healers, health niche people to do, because I'll tell you how this is going to work. But at this moment, think of the theme, in the sense, the background, whether it's nature, beach, mountains, rivers, what is coming to your mind? And type it in the chat. Tracking. Good, Priyanka. And I'll take you to the next information. Meanwhile, keep typing in the chat, like, what is that? And keep making notes so that as we proceed, we are able to create. All right. Who else? Beaches, mountains. Great. So make a note now. Look at this. So now we are considering the context of doing a retreat. Now, as I'm talking about people, the people are your, who's your people? Who are your people? It's your audience, your clients, the target audience that you work with. So the two questions, what do you feel your people need the most right now? I want you to answer this question. And what do you feel the top? Yeah.
Mental relaxation.
Yeah, no, type it in the chat or make a note in your notebook, because this will be the foundation of designing the retreat. What do you feel your people need the most right now? So you said relaxation, mental relaxation. So you have your own reasons why you want to do this retreat. The second question is, what do you feel the top issues that would drive a person to come to your retreats at this time? That means whatever time you fix, typically to plan a retreat, it takes a minimum of 6 months, minimum 6 months of planning. So if we are talking today, and if you get an idea, it may take 6 months to actually become real. All right. So take it seriously. If at all you want to try this exercise could be another starting point of really designing something very beautiful for your audience. So what they need and why they need it now, I think that is the question. What do you feel the top issues are that would drive? That means they will be attracted to your retreat, why they want to do it now. So let me see what you have written in the chat. Away from screen time, social media, me time, feel relaxed in a natural environment, inner self. All right, so you are getting an idea. With the retreat, that will be the attraction, like why they will come to your retreat when you throw open for a reconnection with themselves. Good. So problem that you solve and why they will come to you. These are the two questions. So for example, when I did the retreat in Mahabalipuram, and the name itself was Give Yourself a Break. So it was actually a retreat where it was really giving a break, doing something else from your regular routine. It was a break. Was it not, Sumati, who was there? It was a break in the retreat. Can I unmute? Yes, it was, right? We had fun. Yeah. Yes. So it was a break, and I had planned it in a way that it was 50% learning and 50% leisure. So they had time to do both. Learn as it was not a fast track, like catching up topics, catching up sessions, catching up lunch. It was not rushed through. We gave proper space and time for everything, but we included very important activities together. So it just depends. So what do you want to do? Networking with others and learning. Success from 10x to 100x. All right. Okay, great. Now let's move on to the next segment. Any questions so far? Make sure your audience is very clear. Like who are you going to invite, and what problem you are going to solve for them, and why they need it now. Okay.
Yeah. I wrote success from 10x to 100x means after retreat, you are rejuvenated so much that your success boosts with 100x and reaches to 100x.
Okay, great, great. No problem. Whatever it makes sense to you, keep a note. Then we have to, bring it in a way that it creates value. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment of questions. So who is your ideal client for your retreat? Now, this has to be a person, a profile. Moms, parents, or young working professionals, or very, very specific. For me, it is coaches, because that's my audience. Or experts, consultants or experts who are doing some work in the online space, in the sense business online. So this is my audience. Who is your audience? That's the first question. Again, what are the biggest issues that you would focus on during this retreat? So here you can write down at least 3 issues. And the third one is, how are you going to solve these problems experientially? Minimum 3 points. And how are you going to solve this experientially? By the end of your retreat, what will they walk away with? What's your promise? Now, this is very much similar to how we design a coaching program. What is our promise? What is our bold promise? What is our the benefits? And we have done a lot of work in creating our irresistible offer. So you have been through this grind, how to create something valuable for your audience. So again, the exercise remains same, but here it's an in-person experiential result. Now, if I have to tell you, like the experience that I have from retreat, I can't put it in words if I tell you, but I have it. It shows in the way I live my life, or what actions I took after coming back from retreat. So that way, I want to know like what you can offer your. So the first for the first one, everybody has an answer. Who is your ideal client? Yes, you can give a thumbs up or something, or write it in the chat. What big problems you are going to solve? How are you going to solve experientially, and what will they walk away with? That means, what is your promise? The bold promise of your retreat. So if you have answered all these 4 questions, I want you to talk about it. Like what it is, so that it becomes clear for others also to write their own answers.
What's the third one, Rajini?
Yeah, I'll give you the questions once again. Here it is. So for this, no, as I said, my clients are coaches. The biggest issue they have is definitely when you work online, you have no zero in the sense human connection, the personal connection that you can have. Like you're really in that physical space and energy of another human being. So that's missing. Then networking and breaking that routine, no regular routine of just working from home, breaking that routine and coming out to, just recreate and rejuvenate or refresh, whatever you can say. At the same time, the the theme or the promise of my retreat was a goal setting. Whatever we are going to do, activities inside the retreats will going to help them set goals for their next year. That means the current year that we are living into. So it was more of a vision boarding and goal setting retreat for my audience. So those of who attended, they went through self-discovery activities, they went through some therapy, healing, then we went into some meditation, and then we took them to vision board and setting goals. So that this is how it was designed. So I hope so. It was all experiential: healing, meditation, art therapy, color therapy, and vision boarding exercise was different from what usually we do. Vision boarding, it was a different way Beena presented the vision boarding, so in her way. So that is how I solved the problem, or I gave my audience a break to connect with themselves and connect with the people around them.
Yeah, I can share, Ranjini.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So here, my target audience, I mean, of course, I think busy women. Yeah, women may be a homemaker. They're also busy, actually. It's not necessary they have to be working professional alone. So women who are more stressed and busy, not having time for themselves. So the second thing, the answer is the problem that I'm focusing is shifting the identity, because there is no kind of true identity that they identify with themselves. Every woman is always like a mother role or a daughter role, or like a wife, and the true identity is not felt because of the demanding kind of task and situation that was going on. Third is how do I give an experience for them? First thing is I would give an opportunity for them to showcase the talents, stage where each one would come out and inform them earlier itself that they have to definitely showcase their own talents, and I'll give an interview for them, a kind of coffee with Anu. Like each one we have a topic. I don't know many of you know this Hindi also they have something, coffee with Karan or something. So like
Okay.
that, I would give a special attention for them, and let them come out to their own story, so that when it's usually like when they talk about the story, it makes more sense for them, the struggle.
Good.
Then there could be a self-expression, because that is where I think they lack they search for their identity. There's no space for them to express their self. So that will be there. Some activities where for self-expression, maybe an artwork kind of thing, and the other one is self-healing. So I'll teach them certain methods for them to release and heal their things. That be it could be a Reiki, or it could be mandala, it could be anything kind of people. And then the last question answer is what would they get back when they leave?
Yeah, promise.
Definitely, promises. They will feel refreshed. They'll be able to rediscover the new self when they come
Wow.
out.
Wonderful. Great. Good job. So this is how it is. You have to design. So people who come for your retreat will come for connection. Definitely. People who came to the retreat wanted to meet me because we never met each other. So that was one big reason to meet. Beyond that, there was the location and the, having fun part of it. And learning was just the byproduct of it, because we all experts are together and we can't stop, ourselves, without giving gyan. So we had that, piece also in the retreat. So it's just that. It is nothing right and wrong. You can design your own thing. It's just that you bring guests in at your place and you host them. You're the best host. And what you have to offer for the hospitality that you have, what kind of environment you will give. It's all about you. And most important, why people will come is the problem or the solutions that you offer. And they really want that solution. And why retreats are going to be something sought after things would, because growing in our life we have so much of technology, screen, and invade, there's a hijack of time and connection. So for that connection to be rebuilt with human, with nature, these are the gateways where people will get that opportunity to connect as a human without gadgets, without screen. I think that in the retreat we spent very less time with the with our gadgets. We were more with people and talking and having our food or give whatever we were doing. We were more with people, with the group. Okay, so it's one great opportunity not just to connect with other, but with your own self discovery. And this is, it's a craving, like it's time that people really discover themselves and use it for their full potential to reach their goals. So this is the whole idea why we are designing these kind of programs. Now the question is, who will buy? So fair enough, you have got an idea. I'm going to rush this through because there are a few things I have to cover so that you get a fair understanding what it takes to create a retreat event. But when you have come up with a solution, like I'm going to offer this to my audience when they come to the retreat. Now the big question is, who will buy? Okay, so I'm going to give you the structure, like who are the potential people you can buy and how you can plan it, so that when you start promoting your retreat event, where you can see people saying yes to you. Okay, so the first thing that you must make sure is you're not going to advertise a retreat. Retreat advertising, a big no. And if you do that, it will be very dangerous. Like having unknown people in retreat is like, no, I don't know. I know it's a very dangerous option. So no paid promotions for retreat. So what are we left with? It's going to be organic. It's your community. So whatever following, whatever network you have, this is where you will have your retreat participants. Even if you do it for first time, second time, third time, fifth time, whatever number of times, it has to be your organic reach. All right. So let's look at who will buy. So this is the pyramid I have got from the training yesterday. Like the bottom 30, they're not interested. And in fact, they hate your product. So the group of following that you have, the network that you have when you start sending this retreat messages, like it is open for booking, the bottom 30 is not interested. And above that, I don't think I'm interested. That means it's a soft no. And on top of that, the 30, I'm not thinking about it. So this is like the other 30. So what is left is the top 10%. So top 3% are the people who are going to buy, but we can target the top 10%. As I said, retreat is no bigger than 15, 20 people. That's why it becomes a very intimate affair. 12, 10, 15 is a good number. We are not going to go in a group of 25, 40, 50. No. It's a very small, intimate group. So top 3% will buy, but we can target the top 10%. So top 3% are actually your clients or your community members. And the top 10, if I have to consider the top, no, the seven, the 6 and 7, the second zone, open and interested, not actively buying, are actually your leads, hot leads.
Ranjini, doubt
Yeah.
here. So what you said organic. So suppose we have a community, right? Suppose we start proposing or posting, and apart from that, we have other groups. Like for example, in my case, I have interns, my students who are doing internship with me, and they are also they have done something apart from the site called just telling. So can I post there, and they are also very interested to come. So is it
Yeah.
only the people who have done the coaching among me, they only have to participate, or even people outside can also who are
Yeah.
interested to
Yeah.
physically to be there?
So the people of your community, your clients, are definitely the first option. Plus the people who are sitting in your community but never bought your program. They
Okay.
come to your webinars, they come to your
Yeah.
free sessions.
Uh,
They are the second in the list.
okay.
And then comes the outsiders, like your friends, your buddies, and you can send it to your friend who is a buddy coach.
Yeah.
He has a community, she has a community. You can expand it. So the goal is the top 10 are potential to buy, top 10% of your community.
Okay.
Beyond that, if you think that you have released a retreat of 10 seats and you have got 5 people, so then you need to find the rest of the 5, right? Then you can ask your friends, circulate other places who wants to come. But this
Got
is where people, where you need to target for promotions so that your
But
seats are booked.
yeah, very importantly, as you said, I think the place is very important. The moment we say this is the place you're going to have a retreat, they should be
Yeah.
excited. No?
So that is why this is how the presentation so far I have taken. First, the theme, that is the location, that where are you taking people, then what are you offering, what is the benefit of coming to the retreat, then who are the people who can actually get that benefit of coming to your retreat, and then finally really designing something that there is a bold promise, like they really look forward to come and have that experience with you. And where to sell is your community. Any questions so far before I move ahead? Anybody?
I want to know, like, if someone is planning for the place and we just have to organize the events or activities, so how much we can charge and how it is like?
Charging. See, I'll come to the charging part, but any other question you have around so far, whatever we have discussed, if you're good. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was asking that is it necessary to plan the place also by us, or somebody else plans the place? Is that okay?
you have to plan. You are the host and you are giving that party. So it has to be you who choose everything. So you are actually the whole creator of the entire event, like from scratch, like as we are sitting today and writing notes, who I will invite, where I want to do my retreat. So the first thing that comes to my mind is the location. Based on the location, I'll set the theme of the retreat. Based on the theme of the retreat, I will decide the contents of the retreat. What sessions will be included? Based on the contents, I will invite the experts to deliver that sessions. And as I break it down, then how many people? The number of people. Then where are these people? So this is where I have broken it down so far. So the location, the theme, the content. So when the content is decided, you know what you're promising to the audience. So who is going to come and where are they? So this is what we have covered so far. All right. Any other question? I'm going to go into the next segment. Okay. So now we have arrived at a, framework of what my retreat is. Like, I know this place, I know this is the theme, I know these are the people, and I have a fair idea ki this is what I'm going to do in the retreat. And now when you do marketing, you're actually trying to tell them like you should come. It is designed for you. So when they read your message, it is like, no, they should be like, attracted or no interested, or in the sense they are like, no, I want to do this, let me talk, explore more. The curiosity and enthusiasm of really being part of that kind of an experience. So the moment you have decided all of this, now you're going to start talking about it, marketing, the messaging will be created. So when you start talking about this retreat, the marketing, as I said, 6 months. 6 months is the runway for you to, from idea to actually doing that retreat. So 6 months time. So as I said, 1 month you will take to cover whatever I have covered so far, to really put it as a proper structure. Then as soon as you have done that, you start talking about it. You start sending messages, because it's all organic. You have to reach out to people, maybe call them also. If they they call back and ask more details. So you need to start explaining what marketing messaging. So these are the things that you want to consider while you are planning your marketing. Now, one thing that I have done so far is my last retreat and my Delhi retreat, which I'm planning in May. Both I have booked those tickets by simply sending messages. That's it. Or maybe posting on social media. That's all I have done, the marketing. One poster, the description or some caption around it on Instagram or Facebook, LinkedIn, on a regular basis. Like in 2 weeks once, I will put something around it. Like I'll create a buzz, like my retreat is coming. I've launched a retreat. I've booked the retreat. I've done this. I've done that. And slowly, 5, 10, I've reached around 13 to 15 people in my retreat. I have a booking of 20. So I've reached 15 seats so far. I still have 5 seats left, and I have 2 more months to go, April and May, to really actually, do the retreat. So the marketing is a longer period where you are talking about it. So how do you do that? So the session I attended in the weekend, they say education-based marketing. You're going to do or create a buzz in your community through content or through your messages, to educate people that why they need this, and what problem you're going to solve in the retreat, and how are you going to help them. Give them an example, educating them what the current problem that they have, like very very nicely Sumati said, discovering, they're creating their identity, they're lost, creating that by the time they leave the retreat, they have that new found powerful self with them to go back and take on life. Isn't that so powerful? When she really said that, I could really see how the women will leave from her retreat. They will be so powerful when they leave with that the personal power, the power of being themselves. They're tapping into that with her. So these are certain pointers that you can consider to educate. So now education can be done in 2-3 ways. One, as I said, sending messages, creating social media posts, making a video. This we do for our courses also. This is how we promote. And what I have not done so far is doing a live session, educating about the retreat, like why they need a retreat now. Because when I did my retreat for Mahabalipuram, it was in February, which is the start of the year. And I'm talking about a goal setting and vision boarding workshop. So you do such activities at the start of the year. So it was important for them to come to this retreat to have a good start, for the year. And as a business owner, it's a time they sit back, relax, look back, create new goals for the year. So I haven't done a live session, but I plan to do it for the retreat in Delhi to educate them, because this is what I learned from yesterday's session, that I should do more promotions through education. So live session And the third thing that I have not done what they have suggested is doing a webinar, like a proper webinar to promote your retreat. So I don't know whether I'll be doing that because I just need 5 more people to fill my Delhi retreat. But I'm for sure doing a live session because this is something I learned. And these are the things that you can consider when you plan your retreat. How are you going to market it? So telling your audience that this is the time to solve this problem, because 90% of your audience is not aware that they have a problem. So making them aware, like, and you are the person who can help, and you're coming up with the in-person experiential retreat which can actually, you come there, stick, be with me for those 2 days, 3 days, take your power back, and get head on with your life back, right? Something like that. So whatever your problem you're solving, go back with all that power and tool and technique to take on life. So whatever.
There's one question. Sorry, Ranjini.
Yeah.
No, carry on. I'll ask after you
Yeah,
finish.
I'm done. You tell me.
So when you say webinar and live, isn't that again going out to the Aam Janta? And then what you said in the start, that retreat is a very personal affair and you want to make sure right kind of people come in, right?
Yes.
So when we do this webinar and when we do this live, how and where are you doing that? And again, is it not then dissolving the sanctity that we had set in the start? We want selected and interested and serious kind of people who would not spoil the spirit of that retreat, basically.
Yeah. So, but so as I'm telling, we are not going to advertise it. So when we say advertising, the ad can go anywhere and get you anybody. People, like, if you have set up a sales page and you have run a Facebook ad, anybody
Okay,
can.
so it is just that you're not running random ads, but you are
Correct.
definitely promoting it to the people you are connected. It doesn't matter if they've worked with us, not worked with us, but they have seen us, they have heard about us, or they are listening to our conversations somewhere on the social media.
So ads
Okay.
are a big no for
Okay.
this. No ad.
Acha, understood.
ठीक है?
Understood. Okay.
Your audience जो भी number है, 1,000 follower, 1,000 follower, top 10% is the target. We are actually pitching this to the top 10%. उसमें से 3% will buy.
Correct. Okay.
Correct?
Understood.
So whatever we are doing is to educate, to bring that awareness कि this is the need of the hour. And this is another way of solving your problem, not my coaching program. Right? So usually what we do, we pitch our programs. I have this, I have that, I have this program, that, that challenge, this course and all of that. But this is the retreat where it's a different experience. And from the retreat, definitely there is a higher possibility these people will buy your coaching program. So there is an upsell that you can pitch in these retreat programs. So definitely, it's not just the retreat is done and you say goodbye. No, they're going to come back to you for your other programs. Okay.
So I want to ask you one thing, Ranjini ji.
Hmm.
This is for our clients or for everyone?
I think you joined late, Yogita. You missed the earlier conversation. Yeah. So this is actually for people who are your target audience.
Okay.
Need not be only your clients.
Means for all.
Not for all, your target audience. That means जो आपका coaching niche है.
Right.
So let's say I'm a parenting coach. So my target audience are parents. So again, working parents, stay-at-home parents. So I have an audience where my coaching program, works, or I offer that. So for that audience is my retreat.
Okay. Get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you mean to say that suppose women are my target audience, married women. So in that case, we will not allow men, right?
Yes. We are not going to allow men, sorry. Now let's consider the locations that you can choose for retreats. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen now. What locations you can consider when you are choosing to book your retreats. So the first three things are a big no. Large hotels and cruises and locations which needs 2 to 3 flights, a lot of conveyances. The places that you can consider are retreat centers, boutique hotels, villas, camping, yacht, all of that. So these are the places when you look for to book a place. No, for example, the retreat we did in Mahabalipuram is a place where I visited earlier. So even before booking, I visited in person to book because I was visiting that place after 3 years. So no, you don't know how the property is. So I personally went and checked. But if you can't go personally and check, you can look at the sites called TripAdvisor. I think there's one more called, is Expedia a site for traveling? Like people consider. So these are the two sites where you can go and check the property reviews. If it is not, if that property is not available here, then you should not choose for having your retreat. So this is as a global standard I'm telling when people really look at traveling to other countries and doing a retreat. So TripAdvisor and I think Expedia is the website. So make a note where you can consider having retreats planned. Okay. So at this moment, any idea what you guys are feeling like where you should do? Retreat center, hotels, resorts?
I have this long waiting in my bucket list. there's a there's a beautiful place in France. It's on the French side of Alps, and this is basically an adventure. So the resort itself hosts retreats, and what you can do is you can book with them, so they take care of everything, like adventure part of it, nature part of it. So you are actually like located at the foothill of the Alps, so you are like right in the middle of the majesty of that mountain.
Wow.
And it's just beautiful. I mean, summer in France is out of the world experience. So
So
that's
yeah,
that's where I wanted to go and experience myself, like what they do, and have a first hand of experience of how it is conducted and stuff. But yes, if I'm doing something, mountains is where I get my power from. So it will be something around trekking, hiking, walking, going visiting a waterfall, something like that. And a a good 2 or 3 day, no, 3 is too much, 2 day event, and where you are very like experiencing the very raw of life, because glamour and all is good, but sometimes you to be present you just need to take all the layers off, some everything that you put on to show the world,
yeah.
and get to the very bare minimum requirement of survival. So I think that is what I would be doing, and that image is very set in in my mind.
So this is how you start visualizing, because I knew my first retreat has to be a beach resort. There was no other thing in my mind. And I love that's why you can see my background is also beach. It really gives me energy. So that's why I changed it. So, but for Delhi, definitely Delhi doesn't have a beach option, but a change. It's a green. The theme is green.
Mm,
So it's more of a green nature connection. So
yeah, yeah.
and around
Delhi
the
is not even green. Delhi is not even green.
no,
Then we have to visit south.
no.
Ayyo.
The place I'm going to take
And that
you will definitely see green. Okay.
See, that's
in,
that's why Delhi people,
inside.
Yeah.
that's why Delhi
Uh,
people go to Shimla, Manali, and like Mumbai,
Yeah.
Pune trip.
correct.
जैसे मुंबई वाले जाते हैं वैसे they go to Ollie and Shimla and
Yeah.
Hmm.
Manali for their green.
So for Delhi, I've chosen a retreat center. Like the center itself is designed for retreat. So there's nothing, getting done. So yeah, so that's the theme. So this is how the place, the theme and energy really pulls you into doing that event. So it has to be here. The visualization has to be there. Okay. So good. So let's move on. Like you keep making notes, because this will be the pointers where you actually sit and do. If it is in your, if the idea is there, you will be able to make it. Okay. So let's move on to the next segment. I'll take few more minutes and close this. I may do another session to really complete this, because I haven't completed the training. But I thought, let me start. You guys can start planning. So the ideation of your retreat can get started with this. Yes, let's come to the pricing part, right? So one thing that I've learned, which is, from this this training that I did, is to make it profitable. So let me show you how the retreat industry is performs globally. And like I've got this information from the leaders of this game. So according to them, the minimum profit you can have is a $10,000, and it can go up to 50 to 100K if you are doing a retreat as per their design or blueprint. So there are a lot of things to really create that winning retreat, and that gives you helps you make that kind of money also. Now the $10,000 that they're talking about is just from the retreat, and these retreats are like at a global standard I'm talking about. So you can, if you're doing it at your level, you can think of having a 3,000 profit, 5,000, 10,000. But a minimum, as they say, a benchmark is a 10,000, and this is for a international location. So as I say, these numbers are at a global standard, but if you're doing it, in your locality, in your country, you can really, come around a number that, makes sense to you. If not 10, 5, but if you are outside India planning a retreat, make sure this number is very flat in your mind. Ki I have to make a minimum a 10K. Lisa, are you listening?
Yes, I am here.
Good. So I'm actually going to know whatever I'm learning, I'm going to implement for you, so that I have 10K result for you. All right. Yeah.
You know what? I'm interested. I'm definitely enrolled. I'm interested. I'm just getting well, and I feel like I have this long to-do list. So this is kind of like
Don't
the bottom of my to-do list right now.
Yes, I know it's not in your scope right now, but I will slowly fill in. All right. So
Gee,
this is the
thanks.
this is the calculation. How do you get to the 10,000? If you can see this, it's they have this is one of the biggest learning I had from, because I have not attended a retreat or participated in a retreat which is actually profitable. So I had no idea how to make profits from a retreat. So I know I didn't have it. So this time, what the Delhi retreat I'm doing is a break even. I'm not spending, it's like done. So whatever estimates are done is actually going to go in the expenses, and I've made sure it is covered and it's taken care. But when it comes to earning on top of what has gone in really doing an event like this, so this is the big game changer. Now this will need a lot of work. When you save, so according to the retreat leader, you are investing 100 hours to plan and execute this event from beginning to the very end. As I said, it's a 6-month long plan, and you are as you have, if you're going to take this idea to reality, you have started today. The first hour is invested, that you're trying to really think. And considering the number of days they have calculated for 7 days of retreat, so they have given a split of how the 100 hours are divided for the 7 days and 44 hours for setting up. So whatever you wanted to take home, you have to add that number to your expenses, like total expense of what you're going to spend on the retreat. And when you charge participants a ticket price, let's say $1,000 per person, or no, $800 per person, whatever is your amount, it includes the profit that you're going to make. So it is, it's one of the action items or the items that you are going to get out of. So that's how the planning is done, that you are making that profit with whatever number. So for example, let's say $1,000 is your ticket and you are planning 10 people, so you're going to get 10,000. So that 10,000 is what you want to make a profit. So really pricing it in a way that if you're inviting 10 people, so the ticket should be $2,000 or something, so that the rest of the money is taken care. So the calculation here, whatever you do around the pricing, your profit is included in it, with the room rent, the food, the flowers, the gifts, the camera, the video, whatever you are spending for the retreat, the travel, plus the profit. And that's how you work around the pricing in a way that the profit comes to you. Now, this is a lot of work, but I'm just giving you a surface level idea how it can be made profitable. But when I work with you one-to-one, I'll make it, clear to you if you design a retreat, whatever work we have done so far from the time we started this session, if you if you're able to put it inside a framework, like, yes, this is what I want to see, do, like, this is my location, these are my people, this is what I'm going to do, then now we can sit and arrive at a location and look at the travel cost, look at the booking cost, all that we can put together, adding our profits, we can arrive at the pricing at which we are going to sell. So this is a little a broader work to be done that I will do one-to-one with you. And if you are game for doing a retreat, so have me in as your partner. I can help you not just design, but implement it, deliver it, and make your profits that you want. And I'll take you to your finishing line. Okay. So that will be a one-to-one activity. Yes, Sumati.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
You're ready? Good. Good. One person in. All right. All right. So, yes, I think Rini is not here. She's already planning one retreat in Puri. So, she's working on it. Lisa is working on it, but not at this moment. She has lots to backlog is there. But yes, I have, like I've been telling her we should do one. And because I have a goal that this year I will do one international event. So that's one goal I want to fulfill. Yes, Rupali, you're in?
I am absolutely in. Just want to know if I have to join another session in another batch with that.
No. If you want, we can when we do the pricing, I'll put that included in it.
Ranjini, is it possible?
Yes.
Ranjini, is the two coaches come together? This suddenly I had a thought. This.
Yes.
Is it like we can bring? Suppose the target audience are same in case.
Absolutely. Now your brain has started opening ideas how to implement it. Good. You can bring people together. Definitely. Definitely. Good.
But
I think that's the
I don't know,
benefit
in
of
our
not
group,
having.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, in our group, I don't know, is there anyone women focused? Women,
Yes,
exclusive women?
we
I
have
don't think
Yogita.
so.
We have Yogita.
Yogita. Oh.
But my daughter's exams are there. That's why I'm not coming.
Not
Otherwise,
now. Not now. Maybe in June or something.
So anything that you plan for retreat cannot happen immediately. As I said,
Yeah.
6 months of
Too late.
planning. Yeah. Priyanka is there. Then we have Saroj. We have a lot of people who work with women. Yes, Preeti, you have a question? Or just
No, I had messaged that I want to conduct a retreat and I need your help.
okay, got it.
Maybe within 3 months, I'm planning to have. because that will be a kind of June and July, na? So that is a good time also over here in Mumbai. Not yet decided the place, but the rest all things, like as you had asked the questions, all the four questions answers are there with me. Place yet to be decided, and some more like calculations need to be done to make it profitable.
Excellent, excellent. So, okay,
Ranjani,
yes. Who's this?
this is Ritika.
Hi, Ritika.
Hi, I'm based in Delhi, and I've just recently got to know about your
Yes, I
workshop
know.
and your upcoming thing. So I've also inquired about the retreat.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering a couple of things. One is, of course, I'm not part of your community per se. So I
Yeah.
think I got to know you through Leap, the Leap group.
Yes, yes.
So I'd like to know a little bit more about how you operate, what you're doing. I'm in the parenting niche, and I'm based in Delhi. So
Okay.
it's just something that I'm building out right now. But a retreat, in my mind, would be my level 3 or level 4 offering.
Okay.
I had not given it a thought up until now. I was thinking first, let me get some kind of funnels ready with my webinars to get people to come to my community, join it. I
Sure.
have an online parenting course which I'm launching through an LMS similar to yours. So essentially, I was thinking of that. So do you think that a retreat is something that should come later, once you've already established a certain number in terms of community, in terms of,
At this
or
moment, I would say you can balance it. Like you can have at least one retreat in a year, if not, because anyways, you're going to sell the courses every month. But having a in-person activity with your parent community will be a great idea to really position yourself as a coach and a brand. Yeah. So Ritika,
okay.
I will connect with you one to one. We can expand this conversation. Yeah, Rupali, you were saying something.
Sounds good.
Yes, I was just what I just got a thought on what Ritika was sharing. We can package this as a part of our what do you say, course itself. Now, if mine is a 6 months long journey with whoever I work with, I would say at the end of the 6 months we will have this
Correct.
retreat coming in, and after 6 months of online working together, we have a chance in the community to
Yeah.
come together, celebrate, talk about it, whatever we have achieved, not achieved. So this can also be a grand part of ending a cohort, or start of a
Yeah.
new cohort. So bring the end sessions and the starting sessions together. So there's a
I
lot
think
that we
that's a
can
great
be.
idea, Rupali. I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea. The only catch being then that makes your offering a high ticket offering,
Yes.
right? If I'm promising a sort of like this kind of a retreat, at the end of it, I obviously have to bake it into the cost of whatever I'm offering them upfront, right? So I get your point, and I think it's also worth exploring. But as of now, I'm thinking very linearly. I'm not being all this creative and not applying so much lateral thinking to this. But yeah, I'm thinking, okay, one step, then level 2, then level 3. That's how I'm thinking. But I think it's a fair point. There are various different ways to package. In fact, in the online coaching industry, I think the problem is too many options, right? There's so many things that you can do. So at this point, I'm looking to streamline my thought process as to what is it that can be done. Like
Yes.
I'm at that space where right now I have like a small community, 350, 400 people in my WhatsApp group. And like you said, only there are a few active ones, and then the rest are sort of silent spectators. So
Yeah.
yeah, lots to think
Yes.
about.
Yes. 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 So I'll like explain this to you, like how we can get to it. As Lisa is telling, she has too much in her plate to complete that she can't think of these uh, she can't encourage that
Yeah.
thought, but definitely want to have it, but right now at this moment no, but we will work around it, don't worry. Okay. And
Yeah.
Rupali, as you said, yes, it can be like, for example, for my community the ticket price is at a lesser cost versus people who come from outside. So
Yeah.
this is the benefit of they being a member of you to be engaging in these kinds of events. And it's a community that you're building, and it elevates the value of the program itself that you're offering, so that it becomes more, you can, as Ritika was telling, it becomes high ticket. You're really making it worth paying that kind of, fee. All right.
Ranjini, I have a question, Priyanka
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
So I have been really thinking about this idea of doing something for teenage girls, and especially lots of parents have this question around teenagers' use of technology and digital and all of that. So I was thinking that, but if you have to do it with school kids and teenage girls, and the only months that you're left with is June, or I think around December.
Yeah.
So, but then does not give us 6 months. So how does one go about that? Do we have to stick to the 6 month thing, or we can?
For example, let's say, 4 to 6 months, you can say, like, I launched the Delhi retreat in Feb, and I gave myself a time like May mein karenge. So it is like Feb, March, April, May. So 4 months. So I'm actually from idea to actually the retreat, it's just 4 months for me. Because I've done one retreat, I'm faster because I know what I need to get done. But when I gave the first one, I think I released it in sometime in September or October. And I did the event in Feb. So good 5 to 6 months, I would say. So the first one you will take little slowly because you need to know the how it has to be done. But once you have done, you can do 3, 4 in a year.
Yeah. So then I can probably begin with planning
Priyanka, there is Priyanka, there is a monsoon break as well as winter break also. So you need
that's what I'm
need not
saying.
to wait till December.
Monsoon break. Yeah. Yeah, we can look at that break. The one that happens in October.
October, there's an autumn break, and there's a summer break, and there's a
That is a time when there are a lot of festivals also happening. So I'm not sure if people would be open to a retreat.
Yeah, it just depends on your audience, the timing that we choose, the places are available or not. So it's a lot of things, and it's a very dynamic decision to make.
Yeah.
But no, as a creator or as somebody who plans, you have to put that date out and reverse engineer it. That's it. You say I will do in this month, and whoever is available will come. Then they will say I have holiday. So you have to make sure the maximum objections are taken care, but still you will get that 10-15 people in your retreat.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Rupali. Thank you so much. I'll catch you about the question that I left hanging. Okay, how it is going to be priced and all of that. So I'll catch you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. So Priyanka, we'll sit in the one-to-one and see how we can create this. And because as I said, we are not going to have a crowd coming. It's just 10-15 people. Or if you're planning for children, then you can maybe consider a workshop kind of a thing rather than a retreat.
Right.
Retreat is more of an adult experience. So you can plan a retreat for the women program that you're women empowerment program that you're planning. So that will be one amazing space that you will create for them. Like Sumati said, for moms. But when it comes to children, it has to be a very 3-hour affair, like workshop kind of thing. And you can do it on a Sunday where their parents are available. And I'm already planning one for April, right?
Yes. Yeah. A workshop.
We will work around it. We'll see how it can be, created for your community. All right. So any other questions? Thank you so much for sharing. Ritika, thank you so much for staying for an hour. You are first time coming to my meeting, and I appreciate that you stayed with me. And
no worries. I think it was quite to the point and quite useful. I think you took a good sort of topic and thrashed it out. So thanks for that.
Yeah. So I'll catch up with you one-to-one, and we will take it forward from there.
Will you please share the PDF?
Yeah, that PDF is actually, it's a workbook. I've just taken some parts of it. but no, I'll see how I can help you with a PDF that to design something. I'll come up with some planner, how to plan a retreat, so that helps you.
Or
Okay.
record, or share the recording now, so that I will go through with that.
Yeah, sure. I'll share the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right then. Yeah. Thank you so much for staying back. Good night. Bye, Lisa. Take care. See you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Take care.
Yeah. One we can plan in Kerala.
Yes. we will. We will come to Calicut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.